Qin Moshuan, the abandoned son of the family, has fallen into the MOD family. His mother-in-law despises and disdains him, while his wife looks down on him. In order to save money and live a better life, he downloads a shopping app and accidentally activates the daily flash sale system. Magic City Tang Chen's first-class luxury mansion with a second sale price of 99 yuan. Konisegg. 1 second sale. 9.88 yuan. The second sale price of the Magic City Center building is 88,888 yuan. Wait, besides these luxury homes and cars, how could there be such strange things? Refining pills second sale. 9.8 yuan. Zhuyan Dan second sale. 999 yuan. Wash marrow pills second sale. 9,888 yuan. In an instant, my mother-in-law knelt and licked my wife main characters. Qin Moshuan, Yi Sini, Lin Qinwan, Dudu keywords of the novel. Today's flash sale. Shenhao Daddy no pop-ups, today's flash sale. Shenhao Daddy TXT complete collection download, today's flash sale. Shenhao Daddy latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. Today's flash sale system. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Universe Parallel World, Earth, Huaxia Kingdom, Magic City. An old-fashioned residential building where Yi Jiaju lives in Beiqing District. A skinny young man walked through the unit door, opened his WeChat payment on his phone, and looked at the wallet balance on his phone. He shook his head in silence. 129.8 yuan. A penny can defeat a hero, that's not a bad thing. This person's name is Qin Moshuan, a son-in-law who was recruited by the Yi family 3 years ago. Milk powder, if a child wants to eat milk, they must have some imported milk powder. Isn't domestically produced milk powder fragrant? Qin Moshuan walked out and thought of his mother-in-law's smiling advice before leaving, feeling goosebumps all over his body. This smile harbors evil intentions. Is a father who doesn't even have the money to buy a can of milk powder worthy of being a qualified father? Is giving her daughter happiness? This is his mother-in-law maliciously making things difficult for him. Let's use this method to force him to divorce. Qin Moshuan maliciously speculated, but secretly planned countermeasures in his heart. He must find a way to overcome it. Yeah, Pinxi Shi, you can use wool betting on Pinxi Shi. I can give it a try. I don't know if there is such an e-commerce software in this world. Qin Moshuan's mind flashed with inspiration, thinking of a shopping app from his past life. Qin Moshuan directly opened the mobile application and searched for it. Sure enough, it was a parallel world like the Earth. Qin Moshuan decisively downloaded this Pinxi Shi. Not being in charge of the family, I don't know how expensive fuel, rice, oil, and salt are. Isn't it? It turned out to be black screen and crashed. Is this software toxic? When installing this Pinxi Shi software, the phone unexpectedly went black screen and crashed. Qin Moshuan slapped the phone fiercely. Really, when people have bad luck, it's like drinking water and getting stuck between their teeth. I originally wanted to buy a cheaper milk powder on this Pinxi website, but my wish may come to fruition. Today, when I got home, I was afraid I couldn't do without my mother-in-law's scolding. In this Yi family, Qin Moshuan can't stand it anymore. This family will eventually come to an end. On such days, he didn't know where he could go. DDD, the system selects the host, and identity recognition is in progress. System binding is in progress. Suddenly, a series of cold system prompts sounded in Qin Moshuan's mind. System, this is the sound of the system. I, Qin Moshuan, actually have a system. This golden finger came at the right time, but I don't know what my golden finger is. Qin Moshuan heard the cold system prompt sound, and a look of ecstasy appeared on his face. In fact, this Qin Moshuan is not the real Qin Moshuan. The person in front of him, his soul, has traveled through time. The owner of this body, who died a month ago, has always been a mystery. In Qin Mashuan's memory, there is no impression of how he died. Qin Mashuan has been traveling to this parallel world, similar to Earth, for almost a month now. During this time, he has also gained some understanding of this parallel world. As a time traveler and reborn, with highly similar historical backgrounds, one should thrive in this parallel world. However, the status of this son.in.law is too humble, and the golden finger, which serves as a welfare for travelers, has yet to appear, leading a very miserable life. If it weren't for this wife's beauty and stunning appearance. During the journey, the original owner of this body still had the intention to take care of his bones and flesh, otherwise Qin Mashuan would not have stayed at the Yi family to eat soft food and be angry. Today's flash sale system, what the hell is this? Qin Mashuan, who was preparing to show off his skills, suddenly realized that the system he activated was not the invincible God of War system he had imagined. It was just a shopping system called the Today's Flash Sale system. After seeing the introduction of this system, Qin Mashuan felt like crying without tears. It feels like God is joking with him. This is simply a knockoff version of Pinxi Shi, it's God joking with him. Why is it a Today's Flash Sale system, rather than a God of Luxury system, an invincible God of War system, or any other chaotic system? Qin Mashuan wants to kill all directions, he wants to be invincible, he wants to stand on the top of the world, he wants to play games and enjoy life. Chapter 2. Flash Sale, Tang Chen's first-class luxury mansion. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. This system is too deceitful. The flash sale system is really prepared for living at home. Do you want me to eat a lifetime of soft food? Qin Mashuan was extremely speechless. Fortunately, his phone is not broken and he can still make phone calls. A set of luxurious mansions with the first grade of Mo Du Tang Chen is priced at 99 yuan. Qin Mashuan is not very satisfied with today's flash sale system, but he also hopes for a miracle to happen. If we make a flash sale of milk powder, it can also be considered as a payment to that cheap mother.in.law. However, when Qin Mashuan opened the system layout, the flash sale he saw today turned out to be a set of first-class luxury homes owned by Tang Chen from the Magic City, and it was only 99 yuan. Watching the flash sale today, Qin Mashuan had a bewildered expression on his face. A luxury mansion worth billions of dollars, selling only 99%. Is this really crazy for him or is this system crazy? Lujiazui, the core area of the Magic City, Qin Mashuan dreams of owning a house here. This is also the ultimate dream of his cheap mother.in.law Su Shufan. The Yi family is a wealthy and influential family, and the Yi family, which was introduced by Qin Mashuan, is just a branch of the wealthy and influential Yi family. I can only reluctantly associate myself with the behemoth of the Yi family. Although Yi Sini is a celebrity, she has always been lukewarm and doesn't have much money on her body. Tang Chen's first-class luxury mansion is only 99 yuan, should I buy this mansion? Qin Mashuan looked at the flash sale of the simplified system layout today, feeling a bit conflicted. 99 yuan, I can't buy it at a loss, I can't fall for it. But if it were true, then he would have developed. With this mansion, he could live like a person, instead of bowing to the Yi family. He could also stand up and be a good person, without living in the shadow of his body owner. Purchase. Qin Mashuan gritted his teeth fiercely and bought it for 99 yuan. Ding, congratulations to the host for successfully completing the flash sale and obtaining a set of Tang Chen first-class luxury mansions. The system is currently delivering them. Today's flash sale qualification has been used up, and the system will automatically update today's flash sale products in the early morning of the next day. Please feel free to look forward to it. Qin Mashuan clicked on the purchase successfully, and the cold system prompt sound echoed in his mind. That's it, that's too much of a deal. Qin Mashuan noticed that his WeChat wallet had been successfully deducted, and now he only has 30.8 yuan. Including his change, he only has 50 yuan left. There's no need to think about buying milk powder directly. This is a means used by his mother-in-law to humiliate him, and patience will pass. Qin Mashuan was a bit curious about how the system delivered the luxury mansion that was sold by the flash sale system today. Oh, whose package is this? Suddenly, Qin Mashuan noticed that there was a courier package in front of him, which seemed to appear in front of him out of thin air. Is this the property certificate gifted by the system? Qin Mashuan picked up the package on the ground. The recipient's name on the package is Qin Mashuan. This package was really delivered by the system. Do you want it to be so magical and exciting? Qin Mashuan opened the package and indeed saw the property certificate of Tang Chen's first-class mansion in the Magic City, covering an area of over 600 square meters, on the 36th floor of Block B. The current value of this property is around 180 million yuan. Looking at this property certificate, Qin Mashuan felt like he was dreaming. Today's Sekil system is really awesome. Hey, isn't this Yisini's useless husband? Where are you going? Are you going to buy milk powder for your child? At that moment, a handsome and famous man appeared in Qin Mashuan's sight. Lu Zichen. Qin Mashuan saw the man and he instantly changed color. This person is Qin Mashuan's rival in love. Yes, it's a rival in love. I have been crazily pursuing Yisini lately, wanting to give him a green hat. And now, this beast dares to take the initiative to come to the Yi family. What is this doing? Is it that Yisini has finished filming her new play and is coming back? Qin Mashuan, I'm telling you, you're such a trash, you're not worthy of Yisini. She's destined to be my Lu Zichen's woman. You better divorce your wife obediently. Lu Zichen stared coldly at Qin Mashuan. Divorce, dream about it. My wife and I have a good relationship, and we won't divorce, Qin Mashuan sneered. This can't be done by you. Look, what is this? The property certificate of Wanxiang Jiayuan is 58,000 square meters, a 126 square meter mansion worth over 7 million yuan. As long as Yisini's name is written on it, she will agree to marry me and divorce you, a useless person. And what do you have, a useless person who can't even afford a can of milk powder for your child? What can you take to raise Sini? Lu Zichen tidied up his Armani suit, looking very sad. The property in Wanxiang Jiayuan is worth over 7 million yuan, Qin Mashuan said with a strange expression on his face. This guy came to the Yi family this time and surprisingly held a property certificate in his hand. Unfortunately, he was also holding a set of property certificates in his hand. You useless person, you still have the face to smile. You can never afford this house in your lifetime. You are such a useless person, and you are not worthy of Sini. Lu Zichen looked proud. I'm telling you, your mother-in-law called me today to have a showdown with you, a useless person. You're such a trash and don't deserve Sini. It's better to get divorced quickly and sign the divorce agreement to avoid making a fool of yourself. After Lu Zichen finished speaking, he walked towards the old residential area where Yi Jiaju lived with a haughty expression on his face. Chapter 3. Explosion in Silence. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Now, Qin Mashuan understands why his mother-in-law wants him to buy milk powder, which is to humiliate him and highlight Lu Zichen's height. Can ants on the ground compete with the bright moon? How should a person who comes up with a mansion worth 7 or 8 million yuan and cannot afford a can of milk powder choose? Bitches are unjust, actors are ruthless. He wants to see how Yi Sini can solve this mess. Although divorce is very common nowadays, especially in big cities like Magic City, divorce is very common. However, Qin Mashuan still couldn't bear his nominal cheap wife putting a green hat on him. I also bought milk powder, let's all go to hell. After Qin Mashuan returned to the Yi family, as expected, Yi Sini had already returned, as if she had just disembarked from a plane. And Lu Zichen was offered as a VIP by his mother.in-law Su Shufan and the cheap sister.in-law. Sitting on the sofa in the living room, crossing his legs, he looked at Qin Moshuan with a provocative expression on his face. Qin Moshuan, why did you come back? You bought this imported milk powder. Mother-in-law Su Shufan looked at Qin Moshuan's return and frowned, directly scolding her. Milk powder, buying a ball of milk powder, your daughter is going to give me a green hat. She still wants me to buy milk powder, but now I suspect that this child is still waiting to be verified whether he is from me. Qin Moshuan was furious and cursed directly. I really don't think he's easy to bully. Qin Moshuan erupted. Burst in silence. Whether it was Lu Zichen who was startled, or Su Shufan and Yi Sini, they all looked at Qin Moshuan with shocked faces. Is this still the obedient Qin Moshuan? The sky has turned, you useless son.in-law. Our family has been raising you for free for 3 years, and you dare to talk to me like this. This marriage is already divorced today. Su Shufan, who had regained her composure, pinched her waist with one hand and trembled with anger. Yi Sini, you don't care about your husband, how dare you talk to me like this? This is the flesh and blood you raised with him. If you don't raise it, do you want me to raise it? It's a big man who spends his days at home lazy and doesn't look for a job. He eats from our house, lives in our house, and buying a can of milk powder is too much. At this moment, Su Shufan simply transformed into a shrew and scolded Qin Moshuan. It seems that Qin Moshuan at this moment is an unforgivable sinner. Qin Moshuan has had enough. Even Su Shufan has had enough of it. Everyone else's family is a golden turtle son.in-law, what kind of thing is this son.in-law in their family? If Yi Sini marries a good husband, will her daughter still be so lukewarm? I have long become an international superstar. She, as a mother, can also follow the wind and the scenery. Qin Moshuan, let's get divorced, Yi Sini pursed her lips as she spoke. Yi Sini, dressed in a beige dress that should be raised and raised, showcases her slender figure to the fullest. It's hard to imagine anyone who knows her, this is a mother who once had a child. After being pregnant in October, this figure did not show any signs of deformation, but instead became even more beautiful and charming. Divorce, you want to divorce me, is it because of this slut? Qin Moshuan questioned Yi Sini. Unexpectedly, it was Yi Sini who proposed to divorce him. Did the two really have an affair? They just returned from a business trip and are so eager to divorce him. Divorce, of course we have to get divorced. You are such a coward and a soft eater. What happiness can you bring to my daughter? After 3 years of marriage, my child is almost 2 years old. What gifts have you bought for my daughter, eating and drinking from our family, and you haven't worked yet? Do you want us to take care of you for a lifetime? Su Shufan shouted at Qin Moshuan as she saw Yi Sini remain silent. Thinking of the memory fragments in his mind, Qin Moshuan fell silent. The owner of this original body is really too cowardly. Isn't it just an abandoned child in the family? Why abandon oneself like this? You have devoted all your thoughts to taking care of the Yi family, and what result have you obtained now? In Qin Moshuan's memory, the owner of this body also lived a luxurious life when he was young. Even if it's unbearable, you shouldn't eat soft rice. Cheer up, live your own life, and slap them in the face. Let's get divorced, it's good to gather and disperse, and no one should delay anyone. Yi Sini's eyes flashed with a hint of determination. Today, she has decided to divorce. That's right, if you can't even provide the most basic housing conditions, what happiness can you give Sini? Lu Zichen spoke at that moment. When he was speaking, it was Yang who held the property certificate in his hand. Auntie, as long as Qin Moshuan and Yi Sini divorce today, Sini's name can be immediately filled in on this property certificate. Su Shufan's eyes were shining brightly. At least Yi Sini is also a celebrity. She is the mother of a celebrity. How could she live in such a place? This is the property of Wanxiang Jiayuan, worth nearly 10 million yuan. She dreams of living in such a high-end community. Instead of living in this old neighborhood with outdated facilities and no face when traveling. Yi Sini, are you divorcing me because of this house? Qin Mashuan ignored Su Shufan and looked at Yi Sini instead. Yi Sini lowered her head in silence, without answering or denying, and no one knew what was on her mind. Qin Mashuan can no longer bring her happiness. Such a marriage is meaningless because the children are together. She didn't care if such silence would be misunderstood by Qin Mashuan. Chapter 4. Competition for Custody of Dudu. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Chen, you want a divorce, right? That's okay, but I have a request, Qin Mashuan said. Requirements, what requirements? Su Shufan, Yi Sini, and Lu Zichen looked strange. I didn't expect Qin Mashuan to compromise so easily. Qin Mashuan, considering your level of understanding, how much money do you want? Give me a price, as long as it's not too much, I'll satisfy you. Lu Zichen felt that it was time for him to act. Divorce is okay, this child belongs to me, Qin Mashuan said calmly. What are you saying? If you want a child, it's impossible. Qin Mashuan's words fell, and Yi Sini's hair exploded. She has a strained relationship with Qin Mashuan, but this child is the flesh that has fallen from her. It's her flesh, it's her treasure. The mother's indulgence towards her child is absolutely natural. She wouldn't let Qin Mashuan steal her heart. It's not just Yi Sini who has this attitude, it's also Su Shufan who has this attitude. This is her precious grandson. This Qin Mashuan is a descendant of the Yi family. How could Qin Mashuan possibly take him away? Qin Mashuan, can you support this child with your abilities? Su Shufan directly questioned Qin Mashuan. She knew that Qin Mashuan knew they loved their children and suggested that he wanted children in order to better blackmail them. I don't even want to divorce Yi Sini at all. His move is very clever, it's completely a retreat for progress. In an instant, Qin Mashuan's performance made Su Shufan somewhat impressed. When did this waste become so shrewd? Divorce is my bottom line. The child belongs to me, and I don't care if I can make ends meet. As long as I have something to eat, I won't starve her. Out of respect for the deceased, Qin Mashuan will definitely fulfill the other party's last wish and take care of his bones and flesh. Besides, this little grumbling and long pink carved jade carving is very likable, and he also likes this child very much. I won't be starving her yet, I can't even afford a can of milk powder. What are you using to feed her? Su Shufan sneered. What should I do to support her? She's already 2 years old and can start weaning and eating complementary foods. Anyway, I can take care of her. In the past 2 years, I haven't been the only one taking care of this child, defecating and urinating. What have you done? Qin Mashuan snorted coldly. Not only did he take care of this little doodle, but he didn't do anything about the food, drink, and salad of their entire family. Now, instead of being human, he has become a coward. You also know that the child is almost 2 years old, but have you ever thought that in another year, she will be going to kindergarten and you have no job to support her? I guess you can't even support yourself, and following you will only make you suffer. Don't you know that girls need to be wealthy? Su Shufan ignored these and argued logically. If you want a divorce, the child belongs to me. Otherwise, everything will be completely free from discussion, Qin Mashuan sneered. Today is different from the past. It has been over a month since he arrived here. He has activated his golden finger and has today's flash sale system, which is completely prepared for little Dudu. Haha. Suddenly, Lu Zichen let out a piercing burst of laughter. Then, he pointed at Qin Mashuan and kept sneering. Qin Moshuan, you still have children, and you don't want to take care of her by peeing. Can you take care of her? She's divorced, what do you have? Do you have a home? You don't even have a home. What are you doing to take care of her? Such a delicate little princess, why don't you sleep on the street with you? If I were you, take the money I gave you, where should I go, and what kind of child support do you need? Speaking so much nonsense, isn't it just that you want more money from me? Lu Zichen had a high-toed and imposing appearance. Tell me exactly how much it will cost. Is 1 million enough or not? Use it sparingly, it will be enough for you to eat for a lifetime. You really shut up for me, don't you understand what I'm saying? We're going to divorce, the child belongs to me, and I don't want anything else. What kind of person are you? This is our family business, you're an outsider. What's up with you? Qin Moshuan stared coldly at the other person. Saying so much nonsense, isn't it just to ask for more money? 1 million is not enough, then 2 million. As long as you divorce Cindy, this money will be given to you immediately. Lu Zichen thought Qin Moshuan thought the money was too little, so he increased the price again. Qin Moshuan, you're divorced and having a child is not suitable. Can you give me the child? Yi Cindy pursed her lips and said lightly to Qin Moshuan. Accompanied by her ethereal temperament, she is like a fairy who does not indulge in worldly pleasures. There's a lot of nonsense. If we want a divorce, it's okay. I must give this child to you, otherwise we won't talk, Qin Moshuan said calmly. Qin Moshuan, if you want this child, then you need to prove that you have the ability to support him. If you can't prove it, even if you go to court, you won't have custody. If it really gets to that point, the child won't belong to you, and you won't even receive a penny of benefits. Lu Zichen's eyes rolled and he spoke coldly. Damn it, who said I'm not capable of raising her anymore? Qin Moshuan smashed the package in his arms onto the table as he spoke. Qin Moshuan's actions directly startled the Yi family. As soon as they entered the room, they focused on picking on Qin Moshuan and didn't see him holding a package. For a moment, these people were curious about what was inside this package, which made Qin Moshuan so cowardly. Chapter 5. Divorcing Wife at the Beginning. You are listening at novelfull.audio. A courier package, what kind of garbage is inside? Lu Zichen was the first to mock. What's inside this? It shouldn't be the private money we've accumulated in our house over the years, Su Shufan said coldly. Are you blind? Don't you know how to look at it on your own? Qin Moshuan heard his mother-in-law's arrogant words, and a wave of ghostly anger erupted in him. He even saved up private money, and the food expenses he gave every day were carefully calculated and all kinds of nitpicking. He wanted to enjoy a refined life. I'm sorry. Poor and particular, referring to people like the Yi family. Those who spend money recklessly, if it weren't for their daughter earning some money from filming outside, how could they live such a comfortable and exquisite life? Aunt Yi Xinran was also curious and gave a sweet smile to Qin Moshuan. Brother-in-law, let me help them see what's inside this express package, she said. In this Yi family, this sister-in-law is quite good. She goes to university in this magic city, which is rare in her daily life. She is a very gentle and elegant girl. In the past 2 years of studying, she has become more and more elegant and elegant. Sometimes when she didn't have enough money to buy groceries, she was worried that her mother would make things difficult for Qin Moshuan. Yi Xinran even took the initiative to give Qin Moshuan her own meal expenses to buy groceries. Brother-in-law, this is the property certificate. Yi Xinran looked at the package and it turned out to be the property certificate. She looked at Qin Moshuan strangely. As soon as Yi Xinran's exclamation fell, Qin Moshuan became the focus of everyone on site. For no other reason, this property certificate came so suddenly. Lu Zichen showed off his sense of superiority with a house, hoping to persuade Qin Moshuan to divorce Yi Cindy. And Qin Mashuan surprisingly found a property certificate in a courier package in his hand. What is this for? Property certificate, what property certificate? Su Shufan looked incredulous as she asked Yi Xinran. Mom, this is the property certificate under my brother.in.law's name. Tang Chen's first.class property certificate. Yi Xinran's face was shocked, and Tan's mouth slightly opened, revealing a mouth as white as jade. What, the property certificate of Tang Chen's first.class mansion? Ran, did you read it wrong? Su Shufan exclaimed again. In this magic city, no one doesn't know about Tang Chen's first.class mansion. This is definitely the most expensive house in this magic city, and it's not something you can afford with money. You need to have that identity and status. Even Lu Zichen eagerly looked at Yi Xinran, wanting to see if the property certificate in Yi Xinran's hand was truly of Tang Chen's first grade. Lu Zichen has sharp eyes. He saw it. This is the property certificate of Tang Chen's first.class mansion. Lu Zichen unconsciously swallowed his saliva. This is a luxury mansion worth billions, which is not affordable for ordinary people. Even with the strength of their Lu family, he is not qualified to take control of this first.class mansion owned by Tang Chen. It's really the property certificate of this Tang Chen first.class mansion. Ran, please take a look and see who the homeowner on this property certificate is. Don't make a fake copy. Su Shufan urged Yi Xinran to quickly open this property certificate. Yi Xinran also opened the property certificate with excitement and nervousness. Mom, the head of Tang Chen's first.class mansion is his brother.in.law. What, this first.class mansion owned by Tang Chen belongs to Qin Mashuan. How could that be? How could he have so much money to buy this mansion? Su Shufan couldn't conceal her shock in her heart. However, Yi Xini appeared somewhat calm. However, her heart was filled with doubts. Mom, this is true. Look, this is my brother.in.law's name, Yi Xinran said with a smile. I really didn't expect that my brother.in.law is still a hidden second-generation wealthy person, Yi Xinran said half-jokingly. Impossible, how could he possibly be a wealthy second-generation? This property certificate must be fake, Lu Zichen exploded. He didn't believe that Qin Mashuan, a poor boy, would be a wealthy second-generation hiding his identity. When it comes to the wealthy second generation, he is the one who is rich second generation. Qin Mashuan is not worthy at all. Yes, this property certificate is fake, Su Shufan woke up and agreed. Qin Mashuan, you have grown up and surprisingly obtained a fake property certificate. Do you think that doing so means you don't need to divorce? You can dream about it. Today's marriage is already divorced. Could you please clarify that this marriage is a divorce, but this child belongs to me because I have been taking care of her all along? Qin Mashuan sneered. This mother.in.law is really a fool. I thought he didn't want a divorce. If it weren't for proving that he had the ability to raise this to Dudu, he wouldn't have taken out the property certificate of this Tang Chen first.class mansion now. Whether this thing is true or not remains to be confirmed. However, it doesn't matter now. Yi Xini has never fulfilled the responsibility of being a wife, and there is no need to continue this marriage. Divorce, wait for my lawyer's letter, Qin Mashuan said as she went straight to the bedroom to hug her daughter, Dudu. Qin Mashuan, stop me, what exactly do you want to do? Yi Xini stopped Qin Mashuan and questioned loudly. What are you doing? Aren't you going to get divorced? As you wish, I'll make you a dog and a man. Qin Mashuan's eyes were a bit cold. We are not dog men and women, and things are not what you imagine, Yi Xini defended herself. Is it useful to say these things now? Qin Mashuan sneered. Hurry up and get out of the way. I'm going to take Dudu with me today. Let him go, Su Shufan suddenly spoke. In fact, it's not that she suddenly spoke up, but rather that she didn't think Qin Moshuan had the ability to raise this Dudu and obtained a fake property certificate, thinking that he was truly a second-generation wealthy person with a first-class mansion owned by Tang Chen. Qin Moshuan has been so wealthy for 3 years, and they couldn't have been unaware of it at all. I don't have any money left, I can't survive with a child. Qin Moshuan will come back to beg them. The other party wants to play a game of play hard to get, but she is not as interested as the other party. Chapter 6. I live in this community. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Baba. Hug. Hug. As Qin Moshuan entered the bedroom, a soft and cute voice sounded as she learned to speak. Coming from time to time, Qin Moshuan's happiest moment was playing with this obedient daughter every day. There is a saying that goes very well, this daughter is the lover of her previous life, wearing a close-fitting cotton jacket. This statement is not at all wrong. Little Dudu's original name was Yi Ruier. Because she was very thin when she was born, her family hoped that she could gain some weight, so she took a nickname called Dudu and wanted to grow chubby. Little Dudu opened her pink lotus arm and chuckled directly at Qin Moshuan. Qin Moshuan, who was blinded by anger, instantly transformed into a loving father. There is a lot of pity in my eyes. Although we are going to divorce Yi Sini, this is a statement of anger. But as long as it's a man, he can't stand his woman wearing a green hat on him. Qin Moshuan, I tell you, even if you step out of this door and kneel down to beg me, I won't let you enter the door again. Su Shufan saw Qin Moshuan really holding little Dudu and her eyes turned cold. Don't worry, step out of this door, I never thought about coming back, Qin Moshuan sneered. Not to mention that he has this today's flash sale system, but he doesn't have this today's flash sale system. Stepping out of the door of the Yi family, he never thought of coming back. As a traveler, he does some small business, can't he still make their father and daughter live a good life? So, Qin Moshuan, with his cute and charming little doodle, took the property certificate of Tang Chen's first-class mansion and resolutely left the Yi family. What should I do, what should I do? This beast really left with little Dudu. Su Shufan watched Qin Moshuan leave, feeling a little flustered. The people of the Yi family may not treat Qin Moshuan well, but their love for this little doodle is truly sincere. Mom, don't speak so harshly, okay? He's at least part of our family. Yi Xinran frowned slightly, and she couldn't bear her mother's tone of voice. Do I speak poorly? Are we part of the same family? Over the years, our family has treated him well. It's all because he has no ability and can't make money. Who's to blame? Su Shufan thought of this, and he was filled with anger. It's all because when the old man was alive, he said that Qin Moshuan was a dragon among people, and that Yi Sini would definitely be happy to marry Qin Moshuan. He also said that whether the Yi family can return to their family depends on Qin Moshuan. This is completely nonsense. Since marrying Qin Moshuan, Yi Sini has never had a good day. Every day, she has to rush to issue notices, film to earn money and support her family. And this Qin Moshuan only knows how to stay at home and give up on himself. Since having little Dudu, his temper has improved, but his whole mind is focused on taking care of little Dudu. I don't have any money at home. Who should I ask for it? Do you want her, Su Shufan, to find a job to support him? I really don't know how to say about you. My brother-in-law was like that before, which also stimulated me. Now that he's better, why are you forcing him like this? Yi Xinran shook her head and smiled bitterly. She felt like this whole family was bullying Qin Moshuan, and Yi Sini was even more outrageous. She even brought her suitors home. What's the point? Yi Xinran angrily returned to the bedroom, leaving only Yi Sini, Lu Zichen, and Su Shufan in the room. Lu Zichen, why don't you leave? We're really not suitable. Yi Sini looked at Lu Zichen and directly ordered to leave. Previously, because Qin Moshuan had returned, she couldn't say anything. Now that Qin Moshuan has left with his child, she doesn't want to see this man again. She wants to be alone. It was not her intention to flirt with Lu Zichen, it was all Su Shufan's wishful thinking. Now, a good home has just scattered like this, and she really doesn't know what to do. Lu Zichen frowned slightly. He looked at Su Shufan, who nodded at him and could only leave. Today, he has already achieved half of the purpose of coming to the Yi family. As long as Yi Sini divorces Qin Moshuan, can she still escape from his palm? As for the property certificate of Tang Chen's first-class mansion that Qin Moshuan presented, he didn't even care about it. Qin Moshuan is just a coward. Can he afford a luxurious mansion of Tang Chen's first grade? After leaving the Yi family, Qin Moshuan was also at a loss and somewhat at a loss. This marriage is divorced, and now he's thinking about how to support this child. I only have over 50 yuan on me, what can I do? Originally, Qin Moshuan wanted to take a taxi to Tang Chenipin, but when he thought about his financial difficulties, he could only hold on to the cute little doodle and squeeze the bus. After spending 4 yuan and transferring 2 trains, I finally arrived at Binjiang Avenue. Qin Moshuan appeared in the entrance hall of the Tangchen Yiping community holding little Dudu with a shabby face, and immediately a security guard dressed in formal attire blocked his way. "Sir, may I ask who you are looking for?" "I'm not looking for anyone, this is my home." "I'm going home," Qin Moshuan said with a smile. "Your home?" The security guard looked up and down at Qin Moshuan's attire, and he smiled. Qin Moshuan dressed in low-key clothes and was covered in street vendors. It's not that he looks down on people with his dog's eyes. Residents who can stay in this Tangchen first-class apartment are all top-notch celebrities, nobles, and billionaires among the people. What is Qin Moshuan? Just keep a low profile and bring a child. They even say they live in this Tangchen Yiping community. Everyone can see this special thing, it's here to cause trouble. Chapter 7. You're really the owner. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Are you living in this community? The security guard in formal attire felt like a monkey's joke when he saw Qin Moshuan's words and actions. This is also the community. The security guard remembered a story he had seen in TikTok some time ago. How to identify the owners of this high-end community. However, this situation is somewhat different. This is the most expensive property in Magic City, a concentration camp for the wealthy, not the low-end community mentioned in the video. Look at this luxurious entrance hall, it's like a palace. Being able to work as a security guard in this Tangchen Yiping community requires specialized training. The quality and cultivation of security guards are very high. Although Qin Moshuan has straight facial features, clear eyebrows and beautiful eyes, he is also somewhat handsome. But if we say he is the owner here, he is 100 people who don't believe it. If he had friends here, he might still believe it. These days, which family doesn't have many poor relatives? Baba. Hungry. Hungry. Little Dudu waved her pink lotus arm and shouted, "I'm hungry." Qin Moshuan felt a pang of heartache upon hearing this. The security guard refused to let go, and Qin Moshuan became a bit angry. "Why, do you need to prove that I am the owner of this community before you are willing to let me go?" "Yes, you said you are the owner of this community. Do you have an access card? Do you have the property certificate of this Tangchen Yiping community? As long as you have these things, you are our most esteemed guest, and of course, you can enter and exit freely." The security guard said with a smile. Anyone who is the head of this Tangchen Yiping community will be registered by the property management company, and the security guard will recognize them to avoid similar situations. Take a look at what this is. Qin Moshuan handed the package in his hand to the other party. After seeing Qin Moshuan's actions, the security guard wanted to speak up and scold him, but when he saw the property certificate of Tang Chen's first-class mansion, he wisely closed his mouth. He has seen too many property certificates for Tang Chen's first-class mansion, and he can tell at a glance that they are real. No one has the courage to deceive them with a fake property certificate. Excuse me, are you the respected Mr. Chen? After reading the property certificate, the security guard looked at Chen Moshwan with a respectful expression on his face. Chen Moshwan is the new owner of Tang Chen's first-class mansion, and he doesn't know any of these security guards, which is why such a big problem has arisen. At the same time, the security guard had a grateful expression on his face, grateful that he didn't underestimate others with his dog's eyes and said some insulting words. Otherwise, his good days will come to an end today. Mr. Chen, please come inside quickly. Are you taking your family to see the house? The security guard greeted him warmly, as if he had changed his mind and no longer had the same disdainful gaze as before. And Chen Moshwan was also somewhat unable to turn around, and the warm greeting from the other party invisibly resolved many of his awkwardness. I really didn't expect that the sudden addition of today's flash sale system in his mind was real. He spent 99 yuan and actually caught Tang Chen's first-class mansion in a flash. This is true, he is not dreaming. Tang Chen's first-class luxury mansion, worth billions of yuan, has now become his property due to this today's flash sale system. Xiao Zhang, why are you bringing your poor relatives to the community? Do you know that doing so violates company regulations? Chen Moshwan and Xiao Dudu just walked through the entrance hall when a group of security guards walked towards them. The other party directly scolded the security guard named Xiao Zhang. Captain, he's not a poor relative of our family. He's the owner of this community, Xiao Zhang quickly explained. What, he is the owner of this community, Zhang Defa? Are you really treating me like a fool? Just like him, he is still the owner of Tangchen first-class community. The security captain looked impatient. Hurry up, Zhang Defa. Take your poor relatives and get out of here. This time, I'll treat you as if I haven't seen them before. If you dare to speak up in front of me again, I'll bring some unscrupulous people to visit the community. Hurry up and get out of here. Captain, what I said is true. He is really the owner of our community, and this is Mr. Chen's property certificate. Zhang Defa explained to their security team leader with a suppressed smile. Come on, this is a guy who looks down on people with a dog's eye. Chapter 8. The end of a dog's eye looking low at people. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Mad, Zhang Defa, your courage is really getting stronger and stronger. You dare to fabricate such a lie to deceive me. You really don't want to work in this Tangchen first-class community. Now, as the team leader, I order you to pack up and go. Wang Fusheng was completely angry. When he's blind, such a thing would be the owner of this Tangchen first-class mansion. He still pulled out a property certificate with a decent appearance. I really thought he was a fool. What are you still doing in a daze? You pulled out his dog's skin and kicked these two poor beggars out. Don't let them affect the mood of your esteemed homeowners. This Wang Fusheng is just a complete lackey, and he is also the kind of person who looks down on others with a dog's eye. This Wang Fusheng has a slight conflict with this Zhang Defa. Now, as soon as he seizes the opportunity, he naturally goes to hell. Wang Fusheng, open your dog's eyes and take a look. Mr. Chen is the new owner of our Tangchen EP community, and this is his information. Zhang Defa knew that Chen Moshwan was the owner of Tangchen EP community, so he naturally stood firmly on his side. It's impossible, Zhang Defa. How dare you talk to me like this? You're tired of your work, why are you still staring at me? Wang Fu was furious. Wang Fusheng, please wait, I'll notify the property manager. You're going to knock out the residents of the community. You're dead set now. Zhang Defa opened the walkie-talkie and contacted the property department while speaking. Wang Fusheng still wanted to take this opportunity to deal a fierce blow to Zhang Defa. Seeing that Zhang Defa had the ability to expose this matter to the property department, his heart was pounding. He has a bad premonition. This so. Called Mr. Chen is probably the new owner of this Tangshan Iping community. Zhang Defa, please protect this new owner, and I will bring people here. Manager Guo of the property department has just received a notice that a new owner is about to move into the 36th floor of Building B of the Tangshan First Class. He needs to quickly notify this news to avoid any inconspicuous people offending this new owner. Unexpectedly, before he could notify him of this news, the new owner arrived. And he also got involved with the security guard from the property department. This is the rhythm of what's going to happen. These homeowners who are able to move into the Tangshan Iping community are either wealthy or wealthy, and they simply cannot afford to offend them. Their energy is immense. When Wang Fusheng heard the sound coming from Zhang Defa's walkie-talkie, his heart instantly felt cool. He dares to offend Zhang Defa like this, and it is to the death that he has determined that Qin Moshuan cannot be the new owner. Unexpectedly, this guy with no taste in clothes, accompanied by a little girl, is really the owner of the first-grade Tang Chen. Not long after, Manager Guo from the property department arrived in a hurry, driving a sightseeing car. Mr. Chen, I'm sorry for causing you a bad entry experience. I solemnly apologize to you here. Manager Guo lowered his stance and apologized directly to Qin Moshuan. It has to be said that the property management fees for this Tangshan first-class mansion are very expensive, but the service attitude of the other party is really good. Of course, this security guard who looks down on people with a dog's eye is definitely an exception. My child is hungry, take me to the 36th floor, Qin Moshuan said calmly, as he didn't need to argue with a small person. But Manager Guo didn't think so, he gave Wang Fusheng a fierce glare. The meaning is self-evident, as if saying, I will come back to deal with you later. Then he ran along the way and personally led Qin Moshuan. Zhang Defa, you son of a bitch, you killed me. Wang Fusheng watched as Qin Moshuan and Manager Guo left, looking at Zhang Defa with some resentment. If this homeowner were to argue with him, he would willingly compromise and admit his mistake, and this matter would pass like this. But Qin Moshuan didn't even glance at him, and he knew he was done. Does this elephant care about the feelings of ants? Besides, what he just said was very unpleasant, and he also had to throw the other person out. Chapter 9. New Flash Sale Items. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Zhang Defa feels the same way. Almost, he will also be fired. And this Wang Fusheng deserves it well. Who called this guy? He has a dog's eye that looks down on people, and he also wants to take advantage of it to punish him. Baba. Hungry. Under the leadership of Manager Guo, Qin Moshuan quickly took a dedicated elevator and arrived at his new home on the 36th floor. The property department has reported and will notify all staff members of the community property department that the new owner has moved into the 36th floor. A luxurious mansion of over 600 square meters, with only Dudu and him, appears somewhat spacious. Xiao Dudu kept shouting hungry, and Qin Moshuan was also a bit embarrassed. He went straight to the kitchen, so he had to get some food to fill his little baby's stomach first. However, as it was a new move-in, the kitchen had all the necessary appliances, but the refrigerator was empty without any fresh ingredients. I don't have much money on me, only around 50 yuan. What's enough for? There is a supermarket near this residential area, but Qin Moshuan is currently struggling to make ends meet. No matter how hungry you are, you can't starve this little baby. Since this door has been recognized, Qin Moshuan is planning to take little Dudu outside to eat something. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Through the surveillance video, Qin Moshuan saw that it was Manager Guo who had just gone and returned, while he was holding several plastic bags in his hand. Mr. Qin, I'm sorry to bother you. Just now, I heard your daughter cry out hungry, and Mr. Qin just checked in today. I guess there shouldn't be any ingredients in this refrigerator, so I made a move and bought some food for the child. There is milk powder and pastry here, so let the child eat something first. Manager Gua said very politely as he entered the door. This is a small gesture of goodwill from their property management department. This can also be considered as an apology to Qin Moshuan. The new owner was unexpectedly kicked out by the security guard when they moved in, which was due to the negligence and dereliction of duty of their property management. Thank you for your kindness, I'll take it. Qin Moshuan nodded. The food sent by Manager Gua happened to solve his urgent need. Mr. Qin, Wang Fusheng has violated the property regulations and has been dismissed by the company. Such a person with a dog's eye and a low opinion of others will not be allowed to affect the impression of the property in the minds of the owners. If there are any problems in the future, you can contact our property management. Manager Gua smiled before leaving. Well, I have a heart, I can feel it. Qin Moshuan nodded at the other person. The owner of Building 36 is really talkative, Manager Gua couldn't help but mutter to himself as he stepped off the elevator. Qin Moshuan is really approachable and low-key. What he is most afraid of is that the owner is not satisfied with the property and will complain to the company headquarters. Manager Gua has sent a lot of things, including food and drink, as well as a few small toys. These things are all prepared for little Dudu. I poured a can of milk powder for little Dudu, and after eating it, he became much quieter. And it was only then that Qin Moshuan looked at the new home he lived in. I bought a mansion worth billions for 99 yuan, it's true it's not a dream. He has already moved in. Now, Qin Moshuan is very excited about this today's flash sale system. I don't know what flash sale products will be released on this system tomorrow. It's already past 10 o'clock now, and Qin Moshuan is guarding like this. Until midnight, Qin Moshuan successfully heard a cold system prompt sound. The flash sale system has refreshed the flash sale items today. Today's flash sale item, Konisegg. Sold for 9.88 yuan in 1 second. Super Run, second sale, 9.88 yuan. Qin Moshuan looked at the items that were sold in seconds today and felt disorganized. This is one of the world's top supercars, with a score of 1 in Konisegg, which is even more cheating than the Nalan Bikini. And now, this supercar only costs 9.88 yuan, not even 10 yuan, it's unbelievable. The Super Run worth hundreds of millions only costs 9.88 yuan. Today's Sekil system is really awesome. Chapter 10. Konisegg 1-1. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. As soon as Konisegg 1 refreshed, Qin Moshuan did not hesitate to choose a flash sale. That man doesn't love supercars, and he's also a world-class supercar. The most crucial thing is that this supercar is really too cheap, only 9.88 yuan, just like the price of cabbage. Living in a luxury mansion and driving a luxury car are the standard features. This system is really thoughtful. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully completing the flash sale and obtaining 1 Konisegg, which is currently being delivered by the system. Today's flash sale qualification has been used up, and the system will automatically update today's flash sale products in the early morning of the next day. Please feel free to look forward to it. Qin Moshuan clicked on the successful purchase, and the cold system prompt sounded in his mind. However, what frustrates Qin Moshuan is that he is currently living in a luxurious mansion, and he already has a luxury car, making him a wealthy person. However, only Qin Moshuan himself is aware of the bitter consequences involved. Qin Moshuan's current wealth is definitely not more than 50 yuan. Truly belonging to that kind, poor people can't even support their children anymore. This property certificate was sent by Tianjiang Express, and this sports car won't fall from the sky. Qin Moshuan was a bit strange. Just as he was daydreaming, a bulging object suddenly appeared in his pocket. Qin Moshuan reached out and touched it, and he knew what it was. This is the car key for Konisegg 1. At the same time, Qin Moshuan also heard a cold system prompt sound, and the Konisegg 1 had already parked in his dedicated parking space. With luxury cars and mansions, Chen Moshwan looked a bit worried. Carrying a child with no fixed income, Chen Moshwan was struggling with how to support the child. Oh, I don't know if this luxury car and mansion can be sold. Chen Moshwan had a sudden idea. To quickly cash out, the only way is to sell off your luxury cars and homes. But what frustrates Chen Moshwan is that even if he wants to sell luxury cars and houses, he can't. This expensive thing is not something that can be sold if you want to. The conclusion drawn by Chen Moshwan is that he must find a job tomorrow. If you don't have a job, how can you take care of little Dudu? Also, although he lives in a luxury mansion, he doesn't have a fixed income. After this month, he probably can't even afford to pay the property fees. At midnight, this little doodle was crying and making a fuss. Chen Moshwan poured some milk powder and fed it, then played in bed for a while before falling asleep. When Chen Moshwan woke up the next morning, it was already past 8 o'clock. Chen Moshwan jumped up and quickly washed and changed little Dudu's clothes. What made Chen Moshwan quite frustrated was that he had originally planned to dress up this little doodle beautifully before taking her out. But when she went out, little Dudu didn't even bring her clothes to change and could only go out wearing the same outfit as yesterday. Chen Moshwan took the elevator directly to the underground garage. What kind of person is this, holding a child? What are you doing here? Chen Moshwan held little Dudu and walked out of the elevator. Two young women dressed in fashionable clothes also walked out of the next elevator. When they saw Chen Moshwan and little Dudu, one of them frowned. It's also said that all the people living in the first-grade community of Tang Chen are wealthy, and such goods can also blend in. One of the long, sharp and sarcastic women teased her big purple wave and looked at Chen Moshwan with a contemptuous expression on her face. Lily, not to mention, this young man is quite handsome. He can't be the little white face taken care of by that wealthy woman, can he? The other woman chuckled half-jokingly. Don't say it, it's really similar. These days, I'm handsome, useless, and just a plaything for those old women. When will my sister meet my true love? Lily exaggeratedly said. Chen Moshwan was too lazy to pay attention to the strange looks of the two women and went directly to the underground garage area of Building B. In front of parking space 36, a brand new Konisegg 1.1 supercar appeared in Chen Moshwan's sight. Looking at the carbon fiber body, it is handsome and captivating, making people dizzy and mesmerizing. In an instant, Chen Moshwan was captivated by this supercar. Driving such a sports car, the turnover rate is definitely explosive.